We're nearing the end of this UP-KU matchup. Misfire pass. Let's see if UP can save it. But here comes the fast break for Korea University. Back to Renmagod, this time on the opposite side of the corner. So he's been starting these last 2 quarters with a 3. Now Renmagod leads in scoring for UP, 12 points.
You got a lot of work to do, not only down big on the scoreboard. The lowest scoring total so far through 2 days was 59 points by CUHK.
And that will be the 4th foul for Bela.
It looks like Coach Monteverde will protect him by making a substitution.
Yeah, Monteverde pulled Bela out early as soon as he received his unsportsmanlike foul. Here's the 3 from KU's own Shin Ju-yeon.
KU in the 3rd quarter scoring 12 points in the paint. Like we say, adjusting to what's presented to them on the offensive end of the floor.
Renmagod pulling up with the jumper. Trying to play catch up for UP.
They do have the wide margin and lead in the rebounding department, 32-20 after 3 quarters of play. 13 of those on the offensive end.
There's a reach around foul for Renmagod. His 2nd one. So he gets pulled out. As we get an early timeout from Korea University's Joo Hee-jun. Still white ball, 6 seconds on the shot clock.
So the first play out of ATO, a double ball screen, but then when the ball was reversed, there was too tight spacing. Lucky to get it back in another chance.
Shot clock violation once again. We've seen this several times now in this match.
Looks like we have a KU player that's not ready to go.
He's holding on to his left side of the face. Ooh, he made pretty hard contact against Stevens' shoulder.
Yeah, kind of knocked himself for a loop there.
Walked right into it.
Nothing that Stevens did, but put in the work in the weight room.
Oh, yeah. That was Russell Ogana making his first appearance in the game. Foul call on Dimakulangan.
It was interesting. It was looking like he gave some space and tried to go for the strip. But it was a much more familiar 5-out kind of curl play from the corner that Yi found a little bit of daylight to go toward the basket. It does seem to me that KU has overcomplicated their offense at times. What worked against Hakuo University was just spread them out and challenge every defender, especially off ball, to be on point.
Lee Hak-hyung has 6 points on the board now. Shaking out Yoo-Min Soo off the glass into the ring is Francis Pri. Haven't seen too much of him today.
Yeah, smart of UP to get the ball into the corner, really challenge the defense, and then find your score up close.
Min Soo too strong of a take, but he'll get sent to the line. And that will be on Pri.
Yeah, Yoo-Min Soo appears like one of the KU players best suited to go in isolation. But when he gets into the mid-range, definitely needs to build up a little bit more strength to absorb that contact.
Min Soo rounds it up to 10 points on the scoreboard. And 2 for 2.
Let's look for KU's adjustment this possession after being scored on against their zone.
Foul call on Shim Ju-yeon, blocking foul. And that's Korea University's first team foul. So shot clock is set at 14 seconds. A very clear reach in for Yoo-Min Soo.
I might have heard you and figured that they wanted to get closer to UP, who's already in the penalty.
And whoop, there it is. Another foul.
Does that mean we're on our way to Tau Ceti?
No? What is that?
Well, if you're Ryan Gosling, you go on a trip to outer space.
Okay, some of us don't know that's a Hail Mary reference.
Well, you refer to Hail Marys all the time. I would have figured you were an acute student.
Oh gosh, well I didn't make that kind of a connection. I keep work and play very separate. No bucket there for Korea University.
A decent look at a rare kind of low post seal. Elliot Dimakalangan will be sent to the free throw line. So stay tuned for the 2 o'clock tip-off after this match between National University of Mongolia and Zhengda University. Yeah, the craziest back-to-back has to belong to NCCU, playing last night at 7:30 and then the next day at 2 p.m.
And that was not the easiest win against Shanghai Jiaotong. We saw them earlier this morning in the dining hall and have Korea University on the floor.
Kind of funny how some of the players thought that a full-on tackle wouldn't count as a foul.
That's Seok Jun Hui on the floor. And they call the foul on RV Poyos.
Fortunately, it looks like the KU players got discomfort in his wrist.
Yeah. And his dominant wrist at that.
I would say just put extra power and go for the backboard like we've long known Korean basketball players to do.
It's back and forth between Min-soo and Daniel Kim. Wasn't quite confident at the 3, but they'll get the 2. As once again, Coach Monteverde will call a timeout. As the score is now 65-48.
Led to this kind of little bit of a low energy start to the fourth quarter, but they do have the still commanding lead.
Ogana with a 3-point attempt and the midi. And no field goals on either end. That looked like another hard fall. Ogana making up lost time.
And that's what we see. The adage is true as time is a missed fast break layup yields a fast break opportunity for the opponents.
I would say, just looking at the players on the court, I think both sides are pretty gassed right now.
Yeah, a lot of players on UP side, hands on their knees. The KU guys now will even be a man short with Yu Ming-soo fouling out of the game.
Got to get ready. Got to get that cap and gown ready for him.
One of 4 KU players scoring in double digits. Do you think it'd be possible to give the player of the game to a player that fouls out?
You know what? I have never heard of it, but, you know, there's a first for everything, right?
To be fair, he's fouled out and not been disqualified for specialty fouls. That would be awkward to call somebody out from the locker rooms.
Very true.
Man, the first time we see UP really sell out, and it yields a turnover.
Yeah, the travel will send it back to UP.
Yeah, that time a player got caught in the air. Not a lot of help from his teammates.
Ogana getting butt kiss. Hard fall there. That's an offensive foul.
I think it might have been an illegal screen, and that's why we have a down Korean player.
Daniel Kim is on the floor right now. A lot of KU players having had some nasty falls today. Took the wind out of him. 4 minutes remain in the final quarter between UP and KU. KU, despite having the day off yesterday, they're looking pretty worn at the end of this. While UP, well, they got back-to-back games. So we have a shot clock violation.
Well, minus trying to score the basketball, I think they did a good job by utilizing their fundamentals, not putting the ball on the floor, using the jab step to keep the defense at bay and not turn it over. Well, and minus the fact that they didn't shoot the ball and shot clock violation. But maybe it's a building block for the rest of the 4 minutes of play they have left on the clock.
UP down 15 points. And free throws are coming, as it's on number 7, Seokjun Hui. That will be his 4th one. One more, and we'll have to get 2 sets of cap and gown.
Yeah, the rest of the KU reserves maybe got to get warm. Your team needs bodies out there.
Yeah, we had 4 players who didn't get a single minute in the first half. They have Jalen Stevens on the court. I don't believe he's had much rest in the final quarter. It's been a while since we've seen Remagot for UP. Loose ball. Back to UP. Stevens drilling downhill.
Yeah, that's definitely tough to take, but he was trying to go up against 2 KU players. And look, credit to him for playing full court defense in man, because UP just has man assignments to your own man and not like a full court press scheme.
Ogana, still no dice for him in the 4th.
And guess what? Another one-touch possession. Seems like UP's found the KU vulnerable ball handling situation. It's number 77, Kim.
Great hustle.
Great hustle indeed. Up top for the 3. Yes. We got a 3 for Korea University.
Is that the first of the 4th quarter?
Yes, it is. First for Korea University. Again, Remagot starting us off with a 3. Just as he did in the 3rd quarter. Backdoor pass was not executed properly for Korea University. And there comes the coast-to-coast finish for number 15, Cree. This is the first game of day 3 after all. So these 2 teams will get ample amount of rest after this match. They'll have the rest of the day and tomorrow off.
We should say the quarterfinal schedule still a work in progress.
Pass gets deflected. Here comes Kim Jung-hyun. There's a double team. Bela returns. Out of bounds, still UP ball. Alter. First is no good. And the second time will connect. Got ample amount of rest on the bench. Coming in for Stevens. He was looking pretty worn down. There's another turnover for KU and for UP. And you're really right, Ryan. I think that timeout was just really for the sake of a breather.
Whistle blows under the basket on number 8.
The subs will come in on both sides. That's a foul on number 8, Kim Tae-in. That's his first stat on his stats line today.
There were 2 games over the course of the first 2 days that got to 38 free throw attempts by the 2 teams. And I've given up counting this game's free throw total.
I don't think we fault you for that. 45 seconds remain in regulation. Tae-in with a fadeaway. Rejected. Ooh, threading the needle is Poyos. Dropping a dime late in the game. And there's a backcourt violation. Trying to find Kim Tae-in.
This last stretch, KU trying to break the pressure with dribbles. And that's the hard way to do it.
Crossover, but no finish. We get the finish there from Dima Kurlangan. 5-second violation.
That's what happens when you don't have the designated point guard in.
Now Remagot no longer participating in the game. And referee letting the game run. Here comes a 3. Return back to sender. And that is game for University of Philippines and Korea University. KU will come out on top in the Group B round robin series, as University of Philippines will come out of it with 1 win and 1 loss. So again, as Ryan mentioned, the quarterfinal schedule has yet to be determined. We will find out in the next couple of days, by the end of today or tomorrow, as we have players shaking hands. Final score: University of Philippines 60, Korea University 70.